In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Fair Value Gap TradingView Indicator by LuxAlgo. This indicator is pretty cool because it allows you to print in the chart, to draw in the chart automatically the fair value gaps, the bearish and bullish fair value gaps, automatically without having to draw them manually with a rectangle or with a line in the chart. Basically, this indicator is programmed to work in every asset, so you can use it to trade Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum or other altcoins. And also, it works in different time frames, so you can use this indicator if you are, for example, a day trader or a scalper in the 5-minute time frames, as you can see here, and also, for example, in the 50-minute time frame, in 1-hour time frames, and 4-hour time frames. Because the script of this indicator is made to be adapted to different timeframes and to different assets to identify the fair value gaps in the asset. So as you should already know, a fair value gap basically is an imbalance. An imbalance is created when a lot of momentum pumps the price of an asset, and then the price created an imbalance in the chart. So oftentimes these imbalances are rebalanced by the price. So are zones of high importance or high probability that the price will revisit these zones. So how can you use this fair value gap indicator into your trading strategy to make money? So the main use that you can apply these fair value gaps for your trading strategy is to use them as support or resistance or supply and demand areas. So basically, as you can see here, this green fair value gap that has created within this momentum candle, this bullish momentum candle, when the price wicked down, revisited this fair value gap, the fair value gap wasn't mitigated because the price didn't go all the way through till the base of this candle, okay, till the base to close the fair value gap, and the price in the moment that enter in the fair value gap, in the beginning of fair value gap, find liquidity there, find demand or find support, and then the price pumped. Also, in the opposite side, the bearish fair value gaps act as resistance levels, as supply levels. So we can expect that when the price reaches again, you see this bearish momentum candle created this bearish fair value gap, and then the price tried to rebalance this fair value gap. It got rejected because a lot of sell orders were clustered there, a lot of liquidity was found there, and then the bearish continuation got with the trend down of the price. And as you can see here, now the same pattern that played out there is playing out here. You see, bearish momentum created a bearish fair value gap. Then the price is trying to rebalance this fair value gap, and then the price is heading to a bearish continuation. Basically, this fair value gap theory is based on institutional trading, and it has a lot of sense because what it gauges is the momentum of the candles, because basically a fair value gap is when a candle, a bullish momentum or a bearish momentum candle, is not being closed, okay, by the candles that surround this candle. So as you can see here, for example, in the bearish example, you see this candle is not closing with the other candle. So we have this gap, okay, from here to here, and this is the fair value gap, the bearish fair value gap. The same example we can apply here, okay. You can see that this candle is not closing and the other candle is not closing because of the bullish momentum. So it created another bullish fair value gap. Also here, this candle was bullish, and the next candle, this candle and this candle did not close the gap. So indeed, we created a bullish fair value gap. So basically, as I said before, you can use this fair value gap theory in order to identify supply and demand areas in the chart of the asset you are trading, or support and resistance zones. The cool feature about this indicator is that usually you have to draw these fair value gaps by hand with the rectangle tool in TradingView, okay, or draw them with lines, okay, for example, this way, okay, you can draw the fair value gap with lines, and you have to do it manually, but this indicator allows you to use it automatically. It auto-detects the fair value gaps, the bullish fair value gaps, and the bearish fair value gaps. How we can use this indicator into our chart? So basically, we have to go here into the Indicators tab of TradingView and search for fair value gaps, okay? And we see here fair value gap by LuxAlgo, and it has almost 5,400 people that is using this indicator. Before using this indicator and apply it to your chart, I encourage you to read the description that LuxAlgo is providing to you for free here in the indicator description, and read it. Is almost a 10-minute read, so it's worth reading it. And now that we have added the indicator to our chart, we have to go to the settings, okay? And here, basically, the settings that we can change are very simple, and I like to leave it as default because the indicator is working pretty well in forex markets, in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies or altcoins, or also in S&P 500 or Nasdaq. Is working pretty well identifying the fair value gaps with the default settings that the indicator comes by default. So I will leave the indicator setting as it comes by default. You can play a little bit with them and adjust these indicator settings as much as you want to your trading style, but I encourage you to leave it as they come by default. So basically, this is the description or the review about the fair value gap indicator by LuxAlgo in TradingView. And if you like the video, as always, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and to comment in the comment section to make a question or to make a suggestion about this indicator. And also, as you should already know, you can follow me on Twitter to see my daily analysis or my daily news that I publish on Twitter, or my trading setups that I oftentimes publish trading setups in the same time that I do a trade. I publish the trade setup, so you can benefit from it and take the signal or not. And also you can find me on Instagram or on Rumble. So thank you for your time, and we see you in the next video.